Hello, this is Madison at Paradise Acres Garden Center in Damascus, Oregon. And today we are going to be potting up a hanging basket that's a little bit non-traditional. We wanted to use all edible plants. There are folks who want to do only edible landscaping, so this would be a great hanging basket option if that sounds like something that you identify with. We have a tomato here. This is a yellow pear tomato. So the tomatoes themselves stay small. The plant will get large, but if you're going to put it in a basket like this, you can pretty easily keep it trimmed back and keep it the right size for the basket. So that's what we're going to do, along with some silver thyme, which I will plant so that it kind of drapes over the edge. And then also a really cute and fun plant. This is called baby mix nasturtium, and the flowers are edible. So that's going to be our trailing plant. Let's get started. I'm going to put a little bit of soil at the bottom of the pot first. Okay, so I put maybe 3-4 inches. I'll do a little bit more. You want to create a solid foundation for your plants to sit on. You can just nestle them in there. So first we'll do our tomato. I'll pop it out here. These are quite well rooted in. You can see it came out in one clean piece. You don't really need to disturb the roots to get it planted. Sometimes people recommend doing that if you see them wrapping around. This isn't doing that, so I'm not worried about the root structure. We're just going to pop it right into the pot. Make a little flat spot. I'll put it towards the back. And there's our tomato. Next up is this silver thyme, which has a really pretty variegated leaf. And it does bloom, I believe light pink, which could add some color as well if you let it go to, if you let it bloom. This is going to go, like I said, kind of over the side, so I need to build up a little bit more dirt to rest it on down there. Okay. Almost there. There we go, that'll work. And then over on this side, I'm going to just place a couple of nasturtiums so that they trail over the side of the pot. I don't want to overcrowd it because these will grow quite a bit. These are great. You can actually have them climb up things. They can drape. You can do a lot of different things with nasturtium, including eat the flowers. They look really pretty on a salad. Okay, so I'll put one right in the front here. The little tiny leaves are so cute and charming. This nasturtium is an annual, but our thyme is actually a perennial. So you should be able to repot that at the end of the growing season when your nasturtium and your tomato are pretty much done. And you can put that somewhere else in the garden or in another container to continue using for remaining years. It's a little too high. There you go. Okay, I'm actually going to pinch off the bottom couple of leaves on the tomato so that I can bury it a little bit deeper. This is something that does help producing tomatoes, making sure that there are not leaves in the soil, because you want to limit the foliage touching the soil so that you avoid disease and fungus and things like that. It just tends to help with tomatoes if you have some stem contact for rooting, but not any leaves touching the soil where moisture is held. Making a bit of a mess here, but that's okay, we'll clean it up. And I'm just filling in here. I'm gonna put one of these a little bit closer to the center to fill that space. There we go. And then I like to tap the sides of the pot to get the soil to settle down, and it reveals whether you actually put enough soil in there, because a lot of the time it sits toward the top of the pot and it actually needs to be shaken around to get all the way down there and make sure you have enough soil. Okay, the last thing that I'll do, I think I'm going to take this leaf off actually. There we go. Just create a little bit of room in the pot for the tomato to grow, because we've got a pretty good sucker back here. So I want to make sure everything has space. Got my nasturtium toward the center, 2 more on the edge, the thyme over here, and this will all grow and fill in really nicely. The last thing I'll do is put my hanger back on. These are really easy ones. I think this is a 10-inch pot, and the hangers just snap right on, which is pretty handy. And then I will be able to hang this wherever you'd put a normal floral hanging basket, and it'll give me yellow pear tomatoes, silver thyme, and nasturtiums throughout the season. Thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you in the garden center.